All right, you guys, we're here with Obi-Wan Kenobi. Unfortunately, we're going to do some questions with him because we're charitable. Number one, favorite Star Wars character Kenobi?
It's definitely between me and you. Freaking, definitely Obi-Wan.
Probably me first and you second.
You were my first. You were my first. When I was a kid, you were definitely my first.
Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Number two, favorite Star Wars movie of all time, Kenobi?
Favorite's got to be Revenge of the Sith or Phantom Menace. It's between Revenge of the Sith and Phantom Menace.
The nostalgia factor of Phantom is...
One, it's all us, of course, and the lightsaber fights and all that good stuff.
One of the best soundtracks.
Yes, soundtracks is amazing. I mean, fantastic ones, yes.
Qui-Gon was amazing.
Qui-Gon needed more justice, but yes, yeah.
For sure. Number four, did you see the book of Boba Fett?
I have.
What did you think of Boba kind of being a side character in his own show?
That was a whole debacle. I really didn't like that. All the fans, we wanted Boba. We wanted Boba in there, and it was Mandalorian. And even though great character,
Love Mando.
Yeah, but they should have been separate.
It was weird how he just kind of stopped being in the show for like 2 episodes or 3.
100%. They could have put that in Mandalorian.
Absolutely, I agree. Number 5, would you like Disney to remake the sequels but actually make them good this time?
I would like it to be as the extended universe actually was. So I want Luke to go do the rebuild the Jedi Order and see how that went. That's how I would like to see it.
So essentially, in The Force Awakens, you would have liked to have seen the opening scene. Luke's at the Yavin Temple training up Jedi. He's got children, Mara Jade.
100%. I didn't like the pessimistic view of like everyone thinks as someone ages, their hope goes in despair. That's not how I see a Jedi. And I did not. That's not how I saw Luke. That's not how.
That's not how Mark Hamill saw Luke.
And I honestly feel he's been paid or told not to been paid to reverse his statements on that. That's not my personal state of feelings. I think what he said first, he didn't come around to seeing it somewhere other way. He's just being political. That's how I feel.
He called him Jake Skywalker.
I did not know that. Yeah, I know that.
Little rough. Let's see. Did you see Andor? And if you did, thoughts?
Andor is, I think, the cornerstone of how they should do the rest of Star Wars, period. Having no Jedi in it was amazing. Seeing the politics behind everything to show that a rebellion isn't just a cohesive environment of there's different factions coming together. They all want different ideas, and it reflects how it actually is in the real world. I'm actually a veteran United States Marine of 10 years, so it's a real thing. I mean, we see it right now in our own country. We all want something to change, but we all have different ways of going about it. So that infighting creates division, and you have to find hope. You've got to find something in between that we can all agree on. So, yeah.
Well, I'm going to be honest, I don't like you, Kenobi, but I would like to thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you, sir.
No problem. Let me see. Should Disney sell Star Wars back to George?
Honestly, yes, I think so, or some other place that can work with the real stories. They're washed down, watered down. This whole generic way of trying to reach the vast market that Disney does with keeping everything PG as most as possible. It just does a disservice to the story and to the fans. And I honestly, in some way, yes, it needs to be sold away from Disney. Even though they could put some money into it, I still think the stories are what's more important.
100%. I couldn't have said that better myself. Let me see. Over to the other side. I'm assuming you saw Kenobi the show.
I did. I definitely did.
What do you think?
I thought it was fantastic. It was. I honestly don't think it's how it would have gone down. As much as the fans and us want to see a showdown again with Darth Vader, it doesn't quite make sense. It's especially when at the end he says, "Then truly my friend is dead." If that's the case, knowing the darkness that's there, that wouldn't even make sense that he would continue to let Darth Vader live. But it's beautiful in that sense. I don't know how else they could have even done Obi-Wan in that time frame. The whole being a babysitter is kind of weird to me. We've been seeing that a lot in shows lately, with Baby Yoda, that, and then also with The Last of Us. I was like, man, come on, like we could do this in a short, not a whole entire series of handling that kind of stuff. But I still loved it. I love all the Star Wars. But yeah.
It was great to see Hayden and Ewan McGregor back together, right?
100%. Seeing that was fantastic. Even though we had a 40-year-old Padawan running around looking, they think they could have done better.
Why? Here's my question. Why didn't they do a flashback to Revenge of the Sith, which would have been more age appropriate?
Absolutely. I think they could have done that as well. I don't know why they went down to that far back. I don't know, but that's directors for you. I'm not a director.
Great answer. I really appreciate it. Mando season 3. Did you watch it?
I did see Mando season 3.
And what do you think?
It's all a mush in my head. I'm ADHD, so I can't remember exactly how it went down. So I cannot remember very much of it. So I know it's fantastic. I like him. I like Mando. It's good. I will say this: bringing back Baby Yoda was dumb. Like, he needed to be gone. Bringing him back just because it made money, I think that was dumb. That's my opinion. But
brilliant marketing decision they were making.
That's exactly what it was, I think, because they didn't know that Baby Yoda was going to go off so much, but making people come back for that makes sense. But again, story-wise, I don't think that's how we should do things.
Absolutely, I love it. Let me see. Last question, and we're all done, Kenobi. Maybe one more. What do you think of Kathleen saying there was no source material after tossing out George's treatment and decanonizing the EU?
It just seems absolutely just. I don't know, like trying to gaslight everyone to me. There's plenty of source material to work with, and if she's just not reading it, I don't know what's going on, and she doesn't know, or she's uneducated. I don't know what's going on with her, but I don't want to speak too badly. But yeah, that's my opinion.
Awesome. Last question: if you could watch any Sith fight any Jedi, what death match would you put together for pay-per-view?
Man, we've all seen what we can do, so
you do some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, we sure can. Our first match and last match were pretty awesome in my opinion.
You can't really top it, right?
But yeah, no, I think like your last guest said, seeing Qui-Gon and you go again, Duel of Fates was amazing, and I don't understand why he didn't just wait up for me while I'm going. What?
That made no sense. Just back up for like a second, you know what I mean?
Yeah, could have just done some evading, force jumping around, man. I don't know, but. Yes, I think y'all deserve a rematch, and it would probably be
the same result.
Yeah, same result. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, Kenobi, you look amazing. You're an amazing interview. Thank you so much for your time. Appreciate you.